Hello. I'm very frustrated. What a way to start off a video. Hi, I'm very frustrated. It's the holiday season. I imagine most people can probably relate to being frustrated. Can I get any closer to the screen? This guy's a nut. Anyway, I've had 4 days off. Very uncommon in my field of work. I have bosses that work right next to me, so I imagine they want every day off that they can get as well. You would think that I would feel rejuvenated and energized, but no, I'm not. I went out on Christmas night. It was my friend's birthday. Gotta love when people's birthdays are on the holiday. And I don't usually hang out for more than an hour or two with people. Before I'm done, my energy is, and I'm ready to go be by myself. They actually made it a point to let me know that they recognize that I actually made it past 2 hours hanging out with them. I never show up on time and finish to the end. But I did. I have been thrown off the whole 4 days since this. It was like I went out and drank, but I don't drink because that always gets me, I make the best decisions, for myself when I drink, let alone I might not be able to find my clothes because I tend to take them off when I drink. But hey, you didn't hear that from me. True stories. I'm kind of fed up with society. I don't like the way our country's going. I don't really care for the whole work life balance. There isn't any balance about balance with the wages and balance with the bills. It's not my budgeting. I mean, some of it is my budgeting and my shopping habits and my addictions and things that I do to cope with the way. I think it's things that we do to cope with our emotions while we're enduring this modern day lifestyle, this wage slavery that we endure. I don't think people realize that we're really enslaved to this system. And in America, we think we're free, but we're really not. Yeah, we're free to starve, but there's nothing free about it. I mean, our medical is outrageous. Insurance, I don't even want to get started on talking about insurance because that's designed to not pay out. Inflation has risen. The housing. Let's not even talk about housing. When I moved in here, it was $11.41 a month for the base rent, and now base rent is like $16.90, and that's from 2021 to 20. That's 4 freaking years. And you might think that I'm the crazy one for signing up to pay that, but yeah, I am the crazy one. But where else are you going to go? Because it looks like it's the same everywhere else now. It's not like up in Alaska, it's cheaper than it is down in the lower 48. Everywhere seems to be outrageous. It's like these last few crashes in our market, when the world was struggling and when people were starving, these corporations are people that had the money. That's the thing, to have money stacked up so that when a crash comes, you can swoop in and buy what you can. While people are defaulting and floundering, you swoop in and buy what they can't afford, and then you gain their assets. I think that's what's going on here. Can you imagine being someone that can control what happens in the market to make okay, everybody's got these loans out, let's recall. Let's ask for that shit back. Boop, hit the button, cause a big crash. Now you repo and pull in all that stuff. All of those things that were generated from their debt now become yours. That's what's going on here. We're being bamboozled. We're buying stuff, taking out loans, buying stuff, and then they're tipping the scale, making it to where we can't afford to pay our dues. So then we default and we have to sell, and then they swoop in and clean it up. So therefore, our debt, our loan, the debt created wealth for somebody else. Our debt created wealth. Do you hear what I'm saying? I don't fully understand how I'm explaining it, but I know what I mean. I'm no financial person, no financial advisor. Don't take tips from me. But that's what I see going on here, because that's what I have been thinking. Like, I've felt that whenever there's a hard time in society, I'm like, damn, why am I never prepared for this? So when things happen, like, I've caught myself thinking, so that I can gain some assets for really low amounts of money at this time, because people are selling out and they're trying to just get out from underneath this debt. So there's low prices on things. I've caught my own self thinking that and being upset with myself for not having the money stacked up in order to take advantage of those moments. So that is what's going on. That's what's happening. Not sure why I'm talking about this stuff. I guess I'm just ranting. I'm rambling right now. And people at work, I'm managing people now, and I don't know why they just can't do. I just need obedient little people that just take directions and do what I need them to do. But if they're feeling the way I feel, yeah, I guess I get it why they're resistant to falling in line and doing what I'm asking them to do. Because they're probably feeling the way I'm feeling also, So I get it. I should probably take that into consideration when I'm frustrated with them. And not everybody has the same perspective of what clean is. Not everybody wants to do their best. I know people that think that they sign up for a job, and when things change and you ask them to do something else or something different, they're like, oh, that's not my job. And it's like, just do it. Just do it. No. People are a pain in the ass. They really are. I'm about sick and tired of the whole scenario of life. Sometimes I feel guilty when I think, I can't wait for this shit to be over someday. And I don't want someday to be that far off into the future. Take me now, Lord, take me now. Damn it didn't happen again. And you might look at me like I need a therapist or that I'm crazy or something for wishing my life away. But I don't think there's a therapist that can help me. I don't think it's about therapy. Because I see things for what they are, don't tell me that I'm crazy and I need a therapist. Don't insult me like that. Because that's what people want to tell me when I tell them my perspective on things. They think I'm nuts. They think I'm wrong about things. And I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm totally right. People are stupid. And I have a gal at work that we kind of argue about that sometimes when she gets ranting and complaining about how people are stupid. And I'm like, oh, ease up. They're stupid, so why let it bother you? That's what I mean when I tell her that. Don't bother complaining about it, because you know that it's out there. Just, it is what it is. It's out there. That's the way it is. We're all ignorant. And we're all people. So as we're saying that people are stupid, and then we start to complain about it, I find that we are falling into it and that we're stupid in that moment. In that very moment we're complaining about other people being stupid, I find out that we are stupid as well, because we're bothering to complain about it. Yeah. Do I feel a little bit better for expressing myself? Maybe not. Anyway, I don't know what the point of this was, other than to just get something off my chest. And maybe in the future I'll look back at this and go, wow, look at that wig do. Whew. Anyway, have a good day. Tomorrow is return to work day. 3 days, and then we got New Year's Day off, and then one more day, and then the weekend. Yay, the weekend. That thing we used to all look forward to that don't mean shit nowadays. It's just not enough. Have a good day.